The Chicago Bears have a lot of players on this roster who need to step up this season and take a sophomore jump or third year jump to help the Chicago Bears become the team we all know and hope they can become with our new quarterback and all the other acquisitions. Today, we're just going to spotlight one of those players and take a look at how they can help the Chicago Bears get to the mountaintop and what they can do to elevate their game and be more effective for the Chicago Bears roster. All that and a lot more right after this.
Stand down or lay down and get smacked with the pole.
By this time, everybody on that roster should know what it means to beat the Packers. It's simple.
Oh, if I was a coach, Justin Fields would have been balling from day one.
Today, the player we're spotlighting is Zacch Pickens, second-year player, defensive tackle out of South Carolina. Before we jump into that, I want to ask everybody to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. If you like what you're hearing, tune in. We got daily shows being uploaded by the Chicago Bears, a lot of Chicago Bears content. Every Saturday, we also have a live show, 3 the Hard Way. It's called 3 the Hard Way, me and my guys. Jump in here Saturday about 5:30 p.m. Central Time, and we just break down all things Chicago Bears. But let's jump into Zacch Pickens. Like I said, second-year player out of South Carolina. He was a third-round pick, top of the draft, pick number 64 of the 2023 draft to be exact. Look, in my opinion, and everything this is all my opinion. So if you disagree with it, put it in the comments. Let's talk about it. But Zacch Pickens, he struggled his rookie season. He was, I think he was the 4th D-line on a depth chart behind Justin Jones, Andrew Billings, and fellow rookie defensive lineman last season, Javon Dexter. I will be releasing a video on Javon Dexter as well, but we're starting with Zacch Pickens. Zacch Pickens struggled. Let's just jump into some of his stats and what he did, what he contributed to this defensive line. The defensive line was horrible, so it wasn't just on him. A lot of these guys need to be better, and a lot of the guys I highlight on these player spotlights will be defensive linemen because they struggled mightily last season. But Zacch Pickens played mostly one tech for us, but obviously in this 4-3 scheme, Tampa 2 defense, you need that 3 tech to be the motor of your defense. Last season, I think Justin Jones started there. We lost Justin Jones, and we have not replaced him. So it looks like Javon Dexter will get that nod, but Pickens played one tech for us, mostly one tech and some 3 technique for us last year. He was playing behind those guys I just named. This season, he looks to be at least 3rd now behind Javon Dexter, and we re-signed Andrew Billings during the season last year. So it looks like he'll be 3rd as far as defensive tackles, and obviously the promising undrafted rookie, Keith Randolph, looks to get some time on that field with those guys too. Zacch Pickens, brother of Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver George Pickens. I think they both were drafted in the same draft, if I'm not mistaken. But Pickens, he played 25% of the snaps last season for the Bears, and he had 20 tackles, 11 of which were assisted tackles. So he only had nine solo tackles, and the other 11 were assisted tackles, which is, look, not bad. He only played 25% of the snaps, so he didn't get on the field a whole lot. He had 1 tackle for loss and a half a sack with just 3 pressures. And I'll read those numbers again: 25% of the snaps, 20 tackles total, 11 assists, 1 tackle for loss, and a half a sack on the season with only 3 pressures. You got to get better. If you're going to play 3 technique in this scheme, you absolutely have to get better. You're the engine that moves this defense. I know a lot of people in today's league like to highlight the edge rushers, which is another premium position. But in this 4-3 defense that we're running, Matt Eberflus is running, you need that 3 tech. You need your Tommy Harris there. You know what I mean? You need a dominant guy right there. So he struggled his rookie season. He isn't the only rookie who struggled, and he won't be the last rookie who struggled last season. Like I said, Javon Dexter, I'll be highlighting him in another video coming out this week. He struggled big time too. So these are both guys that need to take that. It's a must they take this sophomore leap in their case, year 2 leap to help this Bears defense. We were last, the Chicago Bears defensive line, was last in pass rush rate. The Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs, were number 1 in pass rush rate. We had the least sacks. We were last in sacks last season. So it absolutely has to get better. And it's going to start with this D-line. This season, look, he'll most likely, like I said, he'll be third in line, so he won't be the focal point, but he'll get a lot more opportunities than he got last season. So I'm hoping he can turn the more playing time, the more opportunities into some sort of production, positive production for the Chicago Bears, because we need it on that D-line. We lack depth, and I think the entire Bears roster, regardless of offense and defense, lacks depth. So if one guy goes down, you're going to be in trouble there. But if guys like Zacch Pickens here can step up and mold his game and evolve and just improve his game, the depth, that'll be one less position on this team where depth is indeed an issue. I'm hoping he takes this sophomore jump. I think he can take this sophomore jump. I don't think he'll be a starter. That would shock me if he became a starter. But look, I'm not putting a ceiling on any of these dudes out there. They all out there balling, and training camp is right around the corner, so we'll be watching those dudes closely. That'll wrap it up for Zacch Pickens in the player spotlight. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the Black Bear Podcast. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 500 subscribers before the season starts. Like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube, the Black Bear Podcast. One word. No spaces. Be on the lookout for the next video, spotlighting fellow defensive tackle, Javon Dexter. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I'm out of here. Peace.